Hello everybody for the ninth round of the Club Series already here at Monza. We are 7 minutes into qualifying. It's currently Marcus in first, Red 15 in second and Suki in third. We saw our car off at the second last mile corner, it looks like. It was a black car, so it must be one of the Beauty and the Beast cars. Or not, no, it was a Aston Martin. Not quite sure, it might be Dennis. Might have been Dennis. Yeah, he's now in the pits, so. Joining me in the commentary box today is Phoenix. He's operating the cameras today, so let's hope this will all be really good cameras and we can see a lot of action. Say hello.
Hello everyone, big pleasure. Looking forward to it, should be a fun race.
Indeed, yes, we saw a really good race yesterday for GT3 on first day, with Cashinit overtaking Ferrari on the last corner and winning with 1/10 difference. Really an astonishing race, and one that's really action packed, and I still have to watch that sometime.
Well, unfortunately I got disconnected, so I couldn't say.
Yeah, it was not lucky. It was not lucky for everybody, but overall it was a really great race. By the way, Tsuki up to second, if we can go to her. Tsuki is up to second, only 78 thousandths slower than Marcus. So she's really good at this point. And this is also a really interesting track, because this is where the GTE's difference will not be as much as on other tracks. So we might see GTE's at the front. By the way, can we go to the grid really quickly, because I do not know who John is.
Johnny, it's Johnny on some numbers. Johnny.
Oh, Johnny? This is the first time I saw him.
Yeah, I haven't seen him before either. I think he might be an academy driver.
Yes, he might be, maybe replacing someone.
He's the only driver, Cypher Knight as well.
Yeah, I've seen Cypher Knight before. He was an academy driver, making his way up to the Club Series. We see a lot of people, a lot of drivers from academy. After the break, we see them moving up to higher levels. So we also have a lot of new drivers in GT3 as well, and also in GT4.
Yeah, they've been competing as well, haven't they, straight away? Very skillful drivers.
Yeah, Fantinet, he was on the third position in the qualifying yesterday. Red 15 is going fastest with a 1 minute 42.552. Really good luck from him.
Hopefully he doesn't have connection issues again.
Yeah, he's had a lot of disconnection issues lately in races. As has Scald. I don't see Scald actually in the...
No, he's not here today.
He's not here today, no. He is also disconnected from GT4 race on Monday as well. Really bad luck. And Red is going even quicker. 210, can we go on board with him?
Sure.
So coming into the second last mile. Really tight corner, tight on the exit. Bit of a lag spike, so maybe even more connection issues. And now the next corner is a Scari. As you would probably know, Phoenix, it's really hard to spot the braking point sometimes and the turn-in point. If you turn in too quick, you can catch the curb and you will compromise the rest of your corner.
Yeah, especially coming out here, I found the back end goes in this corner here sometimes.
35 thousandths quicker. So can he nail the Parabolica and put in an even quicker lap? I wonder. He's got 4.6 liters, so he might be able to do another run after this. By the way, yesterday with the GT3 we saw really interesting strategies fuel-wise. What do you think will happen with these cars?
I think it'll be probably a one-stop, but I'm not sure. One-stop with about 45 maybe. I don't know. They all change. They all have different strategies in this league. Some go for the faster start, and some go for the longevity overall. They're all different strategies.
Yes, indeed. will be really interesting how to play out. I will put on the stream on my phone actually, if I can find my phone. There it is. By the way, Red has improved his lap. He's got a 5/10 lead now over Marcus. So he's gone even quicker. Is he going even quicker now? No, 1.144 slower. Let's see, we have to check if you can be heard on the stream.
I might have to speak harder, because it makes it a bit louder. Should be fine.
Demon21 saying, Well, we are here now at for the club series at Monza, round 9 already. Just after the break week. So great to see all these riders back on track again, and Red is going faster in the middle sector. 54 thousandths faster, so again, can he nail the parabolic even better than the previous lap time, and can he get in a better lap? We'll wait to see if he comes to the final corner. Does he get a good exit? It does look like it, right on the line. From now on it's just full throttle. And only 1.5 liters of fuel left, so he's just about maybe, yes, even quicker. Almost a tenth quicker, so he's put in 3 consecutive laps and improved on 3 consecutive occasions. Also hello to Matteo joining in the chat with his sunglasses on. Good to see you. We will see if this will be just as great a race as yesterday. And it's Suki in the wall. She's trying to find 7/10 for pole position. So, of course, pushing everything out of the car. He's got to watch out. There's no one coming. So.
Since she's faster than usual around here, she's not normally so high. She's normally about 5th. She's doing well here. And the closest GTE is Lonnie in 4th.
Yeah, Lonnie doing a really great job. This is a first race for him in the club series, and he's in 4th position and 1st for GTE. And we do remind you, this is only a team championship, so it's not a individual championship. It's only about the teams here. Suki thinking about going into the pits, or is she just weaving? She's warming up the tires, it looks like. Going for another lap. Also hello to Harry Buddha in the chat. Thank you for saying I did a good effort. It was really good in the second stint. I just found the pace in the car. I had only 30 minutes of practice for the race, so the car felt like it was oversteering everywhere. So it was really hard in the first stint, but in the second stint I had a 10-second penalty, but I managed to fight my way back into 5th, so thank you. Also hello to Soup Cooler, also watching.
The gap between Lonnie and Johnny is very close. It's only 50.
Yeah, Lonnie and Johnny are really close indeed. About half a tenth, it looks like. So Johnny doing a great job, and he's going almost 1 second quicker. Wow, he's really pushing. It's great to see the academy driver just making the way up and just making a name for himself right away. So good job from him. 4 minutes remaining, 4 minutes and 35 seconds. So if they want to get another lap in, they have to do it quickly. Marcus comes to the line. Can he improve on his lap time? Yes, he can, and he's going first. 8/10 quicker than his previous lap time. He's jumped Red 2/10 quicker than Red 15. So Marcus doing a stunning job. And that means Suki has to find at least 1 second to get to second again, and even maybe jump to first. Dan has gone up to 4th in the LMP.
Yeah, she's in the LMP3 today. It's normally crazy usually.
Harry Buddha asking, need any more driver? I don't think. Yes, I do think you could join, but only if it's allowed. You have to ask Gavra for it, and you have to drive for a team. Like I said earlier, it's not an individual championship, it's a team championship, and you have to be assigned to a team for to be able to run. So I'm not quite sure if you can. Dan is going 3/10 quicker. He has to find 1 whole second, even more, to get Suki. So will he be able to find 4/10 in the second or third second? No, he won't, because he's going too wide and he spins.
Hits the gravel.
And he's got to watch out. There's another car coming. But it's all going well there. And Suki making the same mistake as before. So, like I said, it's a really tough braking zone there.
Let's see if Red can advance on Marcos, claim pole position.
By the way, can we go to Sig quickly? Because Sig is now in 8th position in third of GTE. Normally he is a bit more up the field, so is Sig struggling? He doesn't need a lot of time to jump into 5th position over 7th position overall to jump Hiker. Hiker is in the LMP car, but that might not tell everything because the GTEs and the LMPs are dangerously close to each other on this track. It's all about top speed here, of course.
And straight line speed. It's everything around here as long as you brake right, come into the chicanes and the other corners. Got a maximum time braking right, otherwise you can't gain maximum time. Like you sit there.
Yeah, indeed. And of course the corner exit speed, you take that with you on the straight, so you want a fast corner exit. We can go to Fearmule for the moment because he is in 10th overall in the cinematic camera. Yep, thank you. Great car to see, by the way, really good livery. He is at this moment 10th overall in an LMP car. And he is struggling. He is 3 seconds slower than Marcus, so of course it's really hard cars to get a hold of and to learn how you can drive those. Yeah, and he's quit his lap time. He will yeah, he can't make a lap anymore because there's only 40 seconds remaining. So if we can go to Marcus, is he on a lap?
He should be. Yeah, he's on.
Yes, he is on a lap. So he's getting traffic, but he's also getting slipstream. Can he improve on his lap time? Also, where is Red in all of this?
Red is
coming through the final corner. Is he on a good lap? He is slipstreaming. Is he on a good lap? Unfortunately he's not, 1/10 off. So Red is not on pole today. Marcus, can he improve even more? It does look like Marcus will have pole for this race. But he is getting slipstream off of a BMW. I think that is Hiker, but I'm not quite sure. Oh, it's gone off. Or he made a mistake maybe. So
Red's got another lap, I think.
Does Red have another lap? He might have, yes, he does. It does look like he's pushing. So this is his final. Yes, 2/10 quicker. He still has a chance to get on pole. Will he be able to make it? If he can maintain this pace through the rest of the lap, he has a really good shot of doing it. There's also Lonnie in the foreground, Marcus' teammate. Maybe he will do his teammate a bit of a help, and oh, he's pushed too much, and he's into the wall.
Looks like second for Red then. And there's only Johnny and Lonnie. There's only Johnny and Lonnie out. It's up to there's Johnny coming out of.
Yeah, let's see if Lonnie's on a lap. It does look like he was on a really good lap.
He's first.
But Red getting airborne there over the curb and losing all contact with the front two wheels and heading straight into the wall. No improvement from Lonnie, so he will start in second of the GTE class. And Johnny, is he on a lap? Can he improve? He doesn't need a lot of time. No, he scheduled his lap, so he wasn't on a good lap. So it's Marcus on pole then. almost 4/10 away from Red. It did look like Red had a really good lap. So, unfortunate to see him crash out.
He was flying. He just pushed it too much, and he just got a bit of red blood.
Yeah.
A bit of bloody nose.
So we're waiting for the final standings of the qualifying session. So it's Marcus, like we said, on pole position. Red is in second after losing his chance for a good lap. Tsuki in third. It's Dance in fourth position. Johnny taking pole position in his first race for the GTE class. Hiker, sixth overall. Lonnie, seventh. Sig, eighth. Dennis Meissner in ninth. Firmule in 10th. Cyphernight in 11th. Racy Real in 12th. A disappointing 12th actually in the GTE class. And Thunderhead rounds up the grid in 13th position. Now, what are your predictions for the race? Will we see another chaotic race as yesterday?
I think the start will be very chaotic, especially into the first corner. The closely matched cars are going to be very difficult to even each other, get into each other. I think we're going to see lots of mix between the LMPs and the GTEs at first.
Yeah, I also think so. Yeah, because of course the GTEs start behind the LMP cars, so normally they have a bit less brakes, but top speed wise they're quite similar. Yeah, we'll get all the telemetry up again, the map, the speedometer and the standings.
Done.
It's a 1.5 hour race today. It's a long haul. What is your predictions on the amount of laps we will complete? In GTE we did 43 yesterday, it was about 1 hour. So I think it's a 1.5 hour race this time around. So
60, something like that.
Around 60 laps could be possible.
I'm not sure. Depends on how clustered they are at the beginning. I think it depends on how clean a start you get.
Yeah, it was about 1 minute 40 per lap time on average. Let's say 1 minute 45 they will do, and then time 60. So we'll get around 1 minute, around 60 laps, 65 laps, something around that. But can we go through the grid a bit so we can see the different fuel loads everyone is carrying?
Yes, we've got Marcos on 74, Red on 73 litres, Suzuki in third on 80, Danzig behind with 85. We're all going the same. There we go.
Yeah, I do hope he will change that, because with 20 you will not be able to make a lot of laps.
Yeah, the GTEs are going for 81 for Johnny, 71 for Lonnie. Sig's got 85. He's a bit low today, isn't he? Sig. They're normal.
Judging by the fuel loads, we might see a 2-stop today. Now we will go to Marcus and Red, the top 2 of this race. Who will get off the line quicker? We're going to 5 red lights, and they're off. And Tsuki has got a flying start. Tsuki from further to the grid, up to second already. So a really flying start from her. Everyone getting behind. It was a jump start, was it? You'll see it in a moment. Red is already going on the inside again. Everyone's bunching up. Tsuki is going for it. Now let's get let's get up with the grid. Let's see if everything is okay. We've got one retirement already. Let's look behind. Let's look behind if everything is alright. Lonnie is right behind someone, and Thunderhead as well, getting pressurized from, who is that? It's Racy behind him. Racy got a bad start, and there's contact between Sig and Lonnie as well to the second corner. Now everyone's coming to the first last mode. Let's get up to the front again after we've seen this battle. Sig on the inside. And I think he made the move. He's made the move. So he is up to 8th place overall, 3rd in GT. Highgrass left the session. Highgrass made a mistake, he didn't ready up on time for the race. Now let's look at Red. Red is spun, Red is off.
Yeah, Red's off.
So Red has made a crucial mistake there. He is off at the Oscari chicane. It looks like everyone is getting through cleanly. There's a BMW on the outside of someone. And now on the inside of Dennis, that's Sig. That's Sig on the inside, making the move. And through he goes. Oh, he's gone wide, and Dennis also gone wide. And Lonnie now gets a chance to overtake Dennis, so side by side through the, on the straight. Dennis getting in the slipstream again. And just past Sig. Firmu also making a move. It looks like, and Johnny, and there's contact. Dennis. It's Dennis off. He hit the back of Lonnie. So if you can go to Dennis, is he in the way there?
Yeah, he got overtake. Now
he's off the racing line, but that's a really interesting mistake that happened there. He totally missed his braking point. So let's go up the front again. Tsuki is still leading. I do not think it's a jump start. Can you get the standings up? The full standings? No, it was not a jump start. So that's a great start from Tsuki. From 3rd position on the grid to 1st.
She flew off, didn't she?
Yeah, just like Sebastian Vettel at Canada. So if you can go to Firmu, I think Firmu is right behind Johnny. And he's gone past. And Johnny made a mistake, it looks like. No, Sig also made the move on Johnny. On the outside. I do not think Johnny will make that. Yeah, Sig has got the position. And now at the back, there's also Racy. There's also Racy having a battle with Siphonite, it looks like. And Red is making his way back to the field. Siphonite now right behind Red. Yeah, there's Red, and Red already looking at the back of Racy on the inside. It should be a piece of cake for the LMP car. And it is, yes it is. Siphonite going a tad wide there. But yeah, like we said earlier, on the straight line, the GTEs have the slight advantage. But I do not think Racy can come back from that. Thunderhead trying to make a move on Siphonite at the back. Does he make that? Yes he does, for the time being. Yes, he is through. Good driver from Thunderhead. Dennis in the pits. Yeah, heavy damage on that car. He hit the back of Lonnie and he just spun out of control. So a lot of damage on that car. You can see that. Maybe suspension damage.
With the long pit stop, I think.
Yeah, let's go back to Suki or Siphonite, who is now right behind Thunderhead again. I do think he has a good pace to get by Thunderhead again. But in the meantime, Marcus is also catching up to Suki again, so you might see a battle for the lead in a moment.
Still 2 seconds down. It was 2.5 before, now it's 2 seconds.
He is slightly catching up, but Suki, wow, what a start. It's rarely you see such a good start, just taking all the risk. Sometimes you just have to let the clutch go, and sometimes it just really pans out. And there's a car stopped. No, it was not. No, I was looking at the map and it was looking like a car stopped, but it was not the case.
Lonnie's on Red,
and also on the back. Yeah, Red on the inside. Let's go back to Lonnie. Let's see. Does he make the move stick? Palm and Lonnie, Johnny, both the same. Almost the same. There's also Thunderhead, Siphonite getting past Thunderhead again at the Parabolica.
Yeah.
Now, if you can see Red for the moment, first. Yeah, he's on the inside.
Moving back to the field, Red. Mostly GTs. Like all GTs. 5 seconds.
Let's see. Thunderhead is gone back past. There's been a mistake. There's been a mistake in the first corner. Can we go to Siphonite and Thunderhead? It was looking like a car went wide there.
He's lost some time here.
So
Lonnie's still on Johnny. Oh, he's free. Lonnie, HLB and Johnny 2006.
let's go to Tsuki and Marcus in the meantime at the front, because he is right behind her now. If you can go on board with Marcus, you might get a good indication of what the gap is. Yeah, they are really close.
Less than a second. 6 minutes.
He is catching up and catching up on the straights. On the brakes for the Parabolica.
Hopefully good through.
And now a really long straight. If you got a high drag setup or a high drag car, it's just a torture to drive here, because people behind you are just getting closer and closer. And there's a car off at the Parabolica actually. There's a car off there. There's a car going slowly. It's Firmu. Or was it Dan?
Can't see it.
There was a car stuck on the grid there.
He's too close now.
And Marcus lost time. Marcus has lost time to Suki again.
Suzuki's pulled away through the first screen.
Is everything going alright in the Retafilio? It does look like everyone comes through okay. Dennis, by the way, is almost at the back of Thunderhead again. So, oh no, he's not. No, I was making a mistake. I thought it was a... he is in the middle of nowhere actually. So, a mistake on my behalf. He's almost getting lapped again. So Thunderhead, what has happened to him?
Thunderhead's fine, he's 10 seconds behind.
Yeah, it was Thunderhead then. So he's made a mistake somewhere, might be at the Parabolica like we saw earlier.
Racing's on Feeling nearly. Feeling is nearly on down.
Red is disconnected actually. Red, who is making his way up the field, is disconnected. Lonnie, by the way, I mean, Johnny on Lonnie. Oh, there's a car off. Really a tough crash. And there, oh my god. Oh my goodness me. That's Firmu upside down.
That's messy.
If we can go back to Firmu.
Crazy,
yes, he's
Red.
upside down. What a crash.
Crazy feeling.
It was Dan. It was Dan losing it on the straight. Oh, there's Thunderhead. Just about avoids it. There's another car off. It's Racy. Racy just in front of that. He is stuck there. Heavy damage on that car. So what happened there? There's another car off at the Parabolica. Who is it? It's Marcus. No, it's not Marcus. It's someone else. Who was it? There's someone off at the Parabolica. It was Siphonite, it looks like.
Siphonite. He's 6 now.
So what's happened there? It looks like Dan has lost it on the straight there. And now
He's got problems with the...
where's Firmu?
Firmu is 10th, he's still there. He's lost his whole front.
That's gonna be a retirement for sure. Oh, his car is having a fit. His car is having a fit and he's gone. So there's only 10 runners, 3. There's just 3 retirements in one crash. Oh my goodness, that must be the most hardest crash I ever seen in Gavra Racing history. That's absolutely insane.
On a straight as well. Shouldn't have happened.
Absolutely insane. I've never seen that before. Let's go. There's start pitting. Racy and Dan in the pits.
And it's a disaster for this team, for the RUR today.
So it's the RUR team who has had a really bad day. 2 of them involved in a heavy crash with Firmu. Firmu flipping upside down, almost hitting the bridge and almost going on the old track.
Dennis just took him.
Firmu almost flew into the overhead tunnel. I've never seen such a bad crash, have you?
I've seen a few, but not that bad, no. I've seen, not on a straight like that, no. I've seen a few in the cuttings of corn and gunners and catch that bad on the straights. You normally just spin out on the straight because you hit each other on the side because you're slowly encroaching on each other, but that was like purposely took his grab, but he didn't, but it looked like it.
We go to the leaders quickly because he's only 5 tenths behind Tsuki now.
catching up.
Now do you think Tsuki can hold that lead? It does look like Marcus has a better pace. Dan is also gone. Only 9 runners. It's gonna be interesting if we also see races still in action. Yeah, Dan has gone. There's only 9 runners left. Marcus also right behind Tsuki, staying out of all trouble in this race. It's been a hectic start. And we're already 20 minutes in.
10 minutes, 12 minutes?
Oh yeah, 10 minutes. Indeed. My apologies, 10 minutes in.
But wide from Suzuki, which is holding back.
There's a bit of gravel on the track there on the exit. But there's also a lap car ahead of them, that's Dennis. Will Marcus make a move here? He's getting really close, he's getting dangerously close. Is he going to try it on the brakes here? Yes he is. On the inside, Tsuki holding the outside and Marcus losing the back end there. Tsuki and Marcus getting a really good exit. That's side by side to the curve of Grande in a moment. But it does look like Marcus has got the traction, but Tsuki not giving up and already tucking into the slipstream. Turning in a bit too early there, hitting the curbs. But she's right behind him. If she can stay in the slipstream, she does have a chance of... Oh, she's gone wide.
Pushed too much.
Has he got to watch out now? Does not get a slowdown penalty, because that's how this game works.
The wheels are sometimes a bit iffy, aren't they? Rubbish. Most of the time they're okay, but sometimes they can be a little rubbish.
Yeah, also if you race without them, if you race without penalties on, you will have people try to make their own track.
Yeah. Worth it.
So Tsuki losing the lead to Marcus, trying to get back into the lead, but pushing a bit too hard and missing a braking zone.
Let's see what Dennis does. Does he let them pass? Marco's just catching up.
Matteo asking, where is Vectro? He's in the commentary box. This is Vectro speaking. Of course, I haven't announced my name to everyone yet. Hello everyone, this is Vectro. I am commentating today. Dennis is getting lapped by Marcus in a moment. Yes he is. Is he gonna let him through? Not yet. Now he is, it looks like. Is he also letting Tsuki through? Tsuki has dropped a bit of a gap though. 2 seconds.
Seems Suzuki's having trouble maintaining the pace, doesn't he? She's a bit all over the shop on her, she has a good lap.
Already 2 seconds behind him. And then it's a 16-second gap to Sig in 3rd position overall in the GTE class. There's only 2 LMP cars remaining actually. Only 2 of them. The rest of them are all GTE. How about that?
I think Dan quit because he was too damaged. I think because the damage he wasn't disconnected. Female as well. Female left as well, didn't he?
Female is also left. Yeah, he kinda had to. It was too much damage to continue. It looked like. Of course, flipping upside down and ending his race. The 2 RUR cars, the 2 lime green cars, getting involved in a heavy accident actually, and the only one who is remaining is Racy, and they managed to fix his car, but it does not look like it's really healthy at this moment.
behind Dennis nearly.
Yeah, 1 minute and 16 seconds. Dennis also having a really bad start to this race. He's 1.5 minutes behind the leader. The only ones who are quite close to each other are Sig and Lonnie, but it does look like Lonnie is dropping back to Sig.
Same with Marcos and Suzuki. Suzuki's falling back on Marcos. Looks like Suzuki needs to improve if she wants to challenge.
Yeah, if you just look at the mini-map, you can just see it's really spread out. And I do not hope this will remain for 1 hour to come, because that will mean we will have to keep ourselves busy somehow.
There's two together there from
We can go back to Sig and Lonnie. Let's see what their actual gap is. It's 6 seconds. It's not really increasing that much. They're running quite similar pace. Actually, Lonnie is taking away some tenths of him, winning 2 tenths right there. You can still catch them in one frame, but then it's just a gap of 10 seconds, and there's Johnny at the background. There's quite a big gap, almost a whole straight difference.
Going out to Parabolica, and Sig is just past the finish line.
Yeah, it looks like Sig has got better straight line speed. Because Sig is winning on the straights, and Lonnie in the corners look like. On board with Sig Rosonico, a really accomplished driver. He's also really fast, and he was also notorious for beating LMP cars in a GTE car earlier in the season. So he's really fast, he's really committed, and also a really accomplished GT3 driver. Scoring a few decent podiums as a reserve driver for the Ferrari B team.
Yeah, that's what Ferrari was. He was out for the first 2 races running and Sig came 7th and twice won him.
Yeah, Ferrari was out for a few races, and now he's right in the mix for the title fight, if I'm not mistaken.
Cash and Ferrari are back around, aren't they? In GT3. Very exciting race yesterday.
I'm gonna check that now. Yeah, Ferrari is in 3rd position at this moment with 168 points, and Cash in 2nd with 170 points. But it has not yet been updated since last race yesterday.
He's still falling back.
Yeah, 8 seconds now. So Marcus has found the pace, and Tsuki is having trouble with maintaining it. And you must say, if Marcus can keep this on, he must already be thinking inside his cockpit right now, thinking to himself, if nothing goes wrong now, I'm not gonna let us give away. I'm not gonna give this away anymore, because he's 7 seconds in front of Suki. 8 seconds actually. And the gap is increasing.
And they're on similar fuel as well, so they'll be pitting around the same time. Marcos has got 41 meters and Suzuki's got 48. They'll be pitting around at the same time, so I think Marcos can get the undercut on Suzuki as well.
Yeah, I do also think so. But really interesting strategies also, of course, with these cars and with this time, because you cannot really calculate the fuel in terms of lap time, or in terms of laps count, but you can also only calculate it with time. So you have to not calculate how many laps you can do with fuel, but how many minutes you can run with this fuel.
Danny's 6 seconds behind now. 6 increased it by
6.5, a bit more than 6.5. And Johnny, well, it is looking he's getting closer really slowly.
Racing's saying 10 seconds on Dennis. 5 seconds, sorry. He's in 5 seconds. Very unfortunate crash, wasn't it?
It was really unfortunate. Racy had nowhere to go from our view. I'm not quite sure who was at fault there. It just looked like Dan just lost it on the straight, but really strange because normally to lose it there is really weird.
Yes, Dan turned into Firmino and Firmino turned into me, turned in front of Racy and Racy just hit Firmino and then the car went flying. I don't know what happened to Dan now.
Yeah, Dan just losing it, getting it all wrong. There are two cars really close to each other, heading into the Ascari chicane. But I'm not quite sure who that is. Might be Thunderhead. It's oh, there's a car off. It's there's a car off there. It's Dennis. Dennis off. Oh, and he's getting out of the way of Lonnie, just about, and Dennis has lost it. What is Dennis doing? What has happened there?
I think
he's got to watch out with returning to the track. There's Johnny in the distance. What is he doing? Oh, he is. What is he doing?
I think he's got too much damage. He can't control the car because on project cars, when you get damaged, the car goes left or right and then air damage.
But he's got to watch out. Johnny did his best to avoid him, but this is gonna mean Racy is only 30 seconds behind him now. So Racy will take the position off of him again. I was hoping for a small battle between these two, but by the way, looking at the standings, it's Team Stars and Strikes leading the way with 320 points. 97 points in front of RUR, and that lead will extend because the main RUR car for this event, the LMP car of Dan, is gone and Race is not in a good position. And Sig Rosanico, driver for Team Stars and Strikes, is in third position overall and first in the GTE. The other member of Team Stars and Strikes was Red 15 and he disconnected earlier in the race, unfortunately. Third in the standings, it's LJR Motorsport, Hydro Sweden and Pit Forgets. 214 points. Now, Hiker, not in this race, it looks like.
He disconnected, didn't he?
Oh yeah, he disconnected earlier, yes. He couldn't...
He's got to ready up.
Yeah, he said in the chat he couldn't ready up. There was no option to ready up, so that's a really, really bad glitch from the game. And It Forgets is not in this race as well, so they will not gain any points. Or, no, I think Johnny is actually a replacement for them. They might be. I think Johnny is a replacement for them, but I'm not quite sure because I do think they're running similar liveries, and Racy is getting into the way of Marcos a little bit. He's not giving him a good time. Marcos goes through without any issues.
There's only two complete teams left, Marcos and Lonnie, and
yeah, and this is gonna help them because they're currently in fourth position, HLB Racing, with 155 points, an all-Dutch team. They are brothers actually, Marcus and Lonnie. 155 points. In fourth position, and in fifth position it's Mark Motorsport with Albivan and DJ Luke. They're also not in this race at this moment. Beauty and the Beast, Thunderhead and Suki. Suki now running in second position, doing a good job. Dennis got a penalty, by the way. I would be imagined.
6 seconds.
6 seconds. I think that was for how he's left the session. He's left the session. So only 8 runners remain, and there's a yellow flag in the second Lesmo corner. It might be for Dennis, yes. So...
Is that Radiant on that?
Racy on the back of Thunderhead. But he is 1 lap down on him. So he's gonna unlap himself from Thunderhead. Now this will be really interesting. Oh, he's gone on the curb too much.
We're gonna slow down now today.
If he's not careful, he's gonna let Thunderhead through again. Now, with Dennis, the last member of the Dane train, Firmu and Dennis Meisner, with 70 points in last position. 2 Danish drivers. They have both left the session. Firmu in a really bad crash. Also Dennis in a really bad crash. But having all the issues here today, the Dane train. In 6th position is Beauty and the Beast, so Thunderhead and Suki will jump up the field quite a lot after this finishing position, it looks like. And in 7th position, the only team we haven't covered yet, it's Matt Gamer and Scald driving for Venturi M Motorsport. Scald not in this race, wasn't able to make it, and Matt Gamer also not in this race. So we're missing a lot of drivers. There's only half a field remaining now in this race. It's really astonishing how this race has went, didn't it?
I know, yeah, it's disappointing to see so many retirements, but sometimes it happens. I was hoping for a closer race.
Yeah, we all were, but we might still see some action because, let's see, Johnny is 15 seconds behind Lonnie. Actually 13 seconds, so he's catching up.
He's Red's teammate, isn't he, Johnny?
Hmm?
Yeah. Johnny's Red's teammate, isn't he?
No, Sig is Red's teammate.
Got the same livery then? With red, with the red and white.
Oh, Johnny has lost it and into the wall. He's got 14 seconds and counting down to Cypher Knight. If he's got damage, Cypher Knight will take the position from him. But Cypher Knight only 10 seconds behind him now. If he's not careful, he will catch him up.
Coming out the parabolic up. And Johnny is just past the finish line. There he is there in the background.
So already losing concentration then, it looks like.
Not much damage on his car though. Seems fine. Doesn't seem to be fighting.
It doesn't look like a lot of damage. But still, he's gonna have some front arrow damage, so the turning will not be optimal. If we can go to first person cockpit cam actually, on the helmet cam.
Sorry, what?
Yeah, on the helmet cam of Johnny, if you might see any driver input to keep the car straight. That way we will see if he got suspension damage or not. Well, what does it look like to you? Is he pulling to the right or to the left, or?
Looks like he's fighting a little bit. He's
Fighting
to the right. He's fighting. I think it's going right a little bit. Not much though.
Oh, has he lost it again? Oh, he's in the wall. That's a tough crash. Can we go to cinematic camera? That's gonna cost him the position, and Cypher Knight goes through. So what has happened there? That was a really weird mistake. Heavy damage on that car, one headlight gone, and the whole bumper squished together.
That's right.
And I'm just beginning to say, another one bites the dust. It's like Demon20 Twitch said in the chat, last car standing. It is beginning to look like it, because there's only 8 runners left. Will we see another retirement in the name of Johnny?
He's coming in.
Yes, he has to come in. But that mistake I've rarely seen such a weird mistake. It was, it just looked like he didn't have any steering anymore.
Maybe maybe the light jumped.
Oh.
Jumped. Fuel in.
So really interesting race how this has went.
And that's Thunderhead signal.
Unfortunately not the thing we wanted to see.
What was Lazy?
He is right behind Johnny actually.
No,
he's not.
Johnny's in the pits. It's almost like he's the curve at down behind. He's almost like behind.
Yeah, I was looking at the timers above, but it was showing you. Oh, it's just having a fit. It doesn't really know what it's doing with the timings. Johnny come out of the pits now. The bumper is still loose. They put in a new headlight though, but they forgot to change the bumper.
I think it's just the graphics and not the actual. Because I've noticed when I crash sometimes into the wall, it keeps the damage on the windscreen or something on the car, but it doesn't have the performance issues.
Yeah, just like real life, it's sometimes just too much to get all the aesthetical damage away. But one thing I've noticed though, Tsuki, she was 10 seconds behind, she's now, let's say 9 seconds behind. She's not dropping back any further. So is Marcus just maintaining a gap and not pushing too much and conserving the tires and fuel? Or is Tsuki really pushing to stay with him? What do you think? Do you think Marcus is backing off a bit? Tsuki's made a mistake. What's happened there? She's disconnected.
Yeah, she's disconnected.
What has happened there? There was not a car there. That was Racy. Was it Racy?
Yeah, Racy. And that's Marco's win as long as he stays in.
Now nothing stands between Marcos and the win. You almost dare say. It's another bad luck for Tsuki, running in such a good position in second place. Now the only beauty in the Beast car remaining is in Thunderhead's hands. In 5th position overall and 4th in the GTE. Yeah, there's only one LMP car remaining. Johnny in the pits again. So Johnny's made another mistake. Now what has happened between Tsuki and Racy? It looked like Racy was also off there. Now I think Suzuki just disconnected and the car stayed in the same place. But Racy went past. I'm not quite sure what happened because they were both off. Yeah. Although Racy's catching Johnny now. I'll come out to Parabolica, see if he wins, see if he takes his position. Johnny's going, it's going to be close. It's going to be really close. Johnny's got out of the pits and Racy's got the position. Johnny's just still coming out. So we might be able to see a battle between Johnny and Racy if Johnny has got a better pace. But there's also Racy off. At the moment when Tsuki disconnected, we do believe, I have sent Tsuki a message asking what happened, but it could be contact and just quitting the race, or it could be something else, like a disconnection. She quit the race in second, no matter what. I should just put the points on that. I think she disconnected. I wouldn't see that she quit. She's in second at least. Yeah, I also think it was a disconnection. I've asked her what happened, but she must of course be really angry because that was a surefire second, and Sig is off. Sig in the distance, off. So everyone is struggling so much. What is happening? It just looks like everyone in this race is just having all the bad luck today. There's only 7 runners remaining. Yeah, Tsuki in the chat at this moment, lost connection to PC2 server. Really bad luck, really bad to see. Really good second position, and it's always really sad if someone loses such a good position due to stupid connection issues. It's yeah, that's the worst way you want to lose your points. It's unbelievable.
Johnny going to unlock himself?
Yes, I do think he is. I'm not quite sure if he's able to catch up a whole lap again. Well, he's not really unlapping himself. Normally he has to let him through again. They are not battling for position. Oh, bit of a misunderstanding there. Van Aert letting him through. He knows he has the better pace. So it was not a PSN issue, it was a ported car server issue. Sorry, and really bad luck for her. By the way, if we can go to, I'm not quite sure, there's another car getting lapped, I think, on the straight before this Parabolica. Siphonite getting lapped by, who is that? That's Marcus. So everything going well there. Now at the second last mode is all kicking off. There's 3 cars really close to each other. It's sick behind Van Aert. Van Aert has to let him through. Oh, what is he doing? He's going to the inside. A bit of a misunderstanding again. Van Aert going to the inside just when Sig also wanted to go to the inside. Now, Phoenix, what is your take on this? It's been a really interesting race, hasn't it?
Well, aside from disconnections, I think there's still lots of action in between with the cars. You just gotta the time gaps keep changing all around the field. It's up and down. Everyone, besides Marco's and Sig.
Yeah, Sig is running a really lonely race at this moment.
And so is Marco's.
But Lonnie's only 10 seconds behind, so everything can still happen between them. Sig made a mistake earlier, like we all saw. Into this next corner actually, I do not know the name of. But now Sig comes behind Johnny to lap him. If Johnny is not putting up much of a fight, but he is. And this is playing into Lonnie's hands. So, is Johnny letting him through here? He is. Johnny helping Lonnie by holding up Sig.
And now only 7 seconds behind. Another dance, 3 seconds away.
Yeah, 10 seconds behind Sig. I do think Sig has the better pace of the two. But one more mistake of Sig can cost him that gap he so wants.
A bit of damage is there's not going to take the lead on him. Gets a bit of damage or a mistake and they take the lead. Needs to concentrate.
Yeah, pure concentration. It's still 50 minutes to go, so it's
Johnny catch up to Racing?
No, he's losing time. He was 15 seconds behind. No, I do think he only lost the time because he had to let Sig pass. He didn't really do that really quickly. So he still has a chance to catch up to Racy. But he's got to push it because Racy is a fast driver.
nearly lapping already here. Oh, Johnny. Oh no, Johnny just unlapped himself, didn't he? That's right. Some guy drove from a massive time.
Tim Iga in the chat saying, I like Monza. We all do. We all like Monza. It normally throws up a really good race. Now we've only got 7 runners remaining. After a really huge crash, wiping out 2 people. A lot of disconnections. Hiker, even before the race starts. Tsuki, Red. We've just lost a heaps of drivers. We also lost Dennis. Virmu, Dan. And it's really astonishing, isn't it? GP120 is saying really bad sound. I'm not quite sure what you mean with bad sounds. Is everyone experiencing the same issue, or I'm not quite sure because it all seems fine for other people.
Is it me? You can tell me wake up. If it's having trouble here or down.
No, I'm not quite sure. And also Tsuki saying 2 weeks of practice down the toilet. Yeah, that's really unfortunate. That's always the risk. You can just practice and practice and practice, and it can all just be over in one corner. And from that goes into the pits. 9 liters remaining on that car. So it's a scheduled pit stop. Well, where will he rejoin? I do not think it will be 1 minute long pit stop, so I do think he will remain in his position.
I've got Razy at the end, that's Razy. He's bound he's almost half a lap behind, isn't he? He's a half a lap behind.
Yeah, I do think.
Yeah,
I do think Van Aert will retain that position. But for Tsuki, all the sound is good, so it might only be on your end then, GP. And also, like Tsuki said, only 1 LMP car remaining, Marcus, staying out of all trouble. Every one of these drivers have had a bit of trouble. Sig has spun. Lonnie, well, he stayed out of trouble here as well, so the HLB cars are doing a really good job. Siphonite, not really in trouble, but lacking a lot of pace. Van der Head also had a few spins and a few accidents. Racy, of course, in that really big accident with Virmu and his teammate Dan. And Johnny having a lot of troubles with hitting the wall twice and spinning out. And now Siphonite is also in. What is his gap to Van der Head? It's 14 seconds, so Van der Head. Let's see. No, it's not. It's having not a really good day. The timings are not really showing the correct measurements.
He's only 16 seconds behind now. I got a battle between Razy and Van der Head later on. To maintain this current pace. And Van and Sig are still at the same distance.
12 seconds, yeah, it's not really increasing, not really decreasing. It does look like Sig has the slight upper hand. And the only LMP car remaining in the race is in the pits. It's Marcus.
Oh, he's cut it close there, and he's only got 1 litre of fuel left. Almost
Only,
retiring.
yeah, only 1 liter. So almost having all the trouble as well. Good spot from you. 1 liter. That's really close. A bit too close for comfort. At least it would be too close for me. I always want to have at least a bit of fuel left, so I don't really take too much risk with it.
Yeah, I'm the same. It's just there's no point risking it, is there really? Get it wrong and out the race. I go for about 7 to 10 litres before going.
Yeah, indeed. That's about the same as I do. So Marcus comes out of the pits again, losing the lead to Sig momentarily. And is Lonnie coming through? I do not think so.
Sig's cutting it close as well. It's 3.9 at the minute. He's still got to go most of the way around the track. He'll be down to about 2 litres running. Sig's cutting it close as well.
Yeah, actually, I do know in GT3 it's 3 liters per lap, so he will be able to make it probably, but also really close. Also 1 liter remaining if he's lucky, but also maybe the GTE cars are a bit more thirsty for fuel than the GT3 cars, but I do think he will make it. Lonnie and also Cyphernite. Cyphernite getting into the pits again. Cyphernite was into the pits earlier, if I remember correctly. So he's pitted again. Now, let's actually take a look at everyone's fuel. Lonnie also in.
It's just Sig, I think. They're all around the same. About 70 to 80 litres. Ray's got 20 litres. And Johnny's got 50.
Yeah, he's got plenty.
1 to 5 is all about the same. And except Sig, who's got
Sig is gonna make it.
He's gonna make it, yeah. But if he doesn't pit, he's amazing.
He's a really smart driver. He knows what he's doing. He's also really good on strategies and really thinks about it. So Sig, who had the better out lap? I mean in lap actually, Lonnie or Sig? Lonnie's still a far way back. Sig will retain the position, I'm quite sure. But will the gap have shrunk or grown? I think Lonnie made a mistake somewhere because he's really far behind.
Still going.
There's not a 10-second gap as we had before. Sig is coming out again. No, he's not. He's still in the pits.
Coming to Parabolica, just straight before Parabolica. Stuff about the same, isn't it?
Sig is still staying. Now he's going. So, has he increased that gap? Or has he lost a bit of that gap? The timings are not showing the correct measurements again. Well, it is getting quite close actually.
And the gap is...
Lonnie is in again. Hang on a minute, he was in a few laps ago.
I think it was Cyphernite that was in before. No, he must have been because he lost all sorts of time.
I think Lonnie has gone in again because Cyphernite, Lonnie went in with Cyphernite.
Yeah.
Not quite sure, but I'm quite sure Lonnie was in again. For the 2nd time. And now Cyphernite will take the position, and no he won't. The timings are not having a good day today.
Cyphernite's too far behind.
Yeah, the timings said 3 seconds, but now it's saying 1 minute again.
Oh, Ray's catched up to some dead.
So Lonnie pitting twice. I wonder what the reason is. It wasn't fuel. He has plenty. Has Lonnie...
12.6 seconds.
Yeah.
Good drive from Ray's. He's catches lots of dead. He's nearly a lap behind him.
He was 1 lap behind Thunderhead, so that means he's really put in the laps. 1 minute 47.2, the fastest of all the GTE cars at this moment. Except for Johnny. Johnny's going 2 seconds quicker. Yeah, but the gap is 13 seconds, so it's closing up again a bit.
Damage from before, big crash.
Yeah, the window is still shattered and broken. In a million pieces. I do hope he's not using cockpit view, I hope.
Okay, what is complete? I haven't seen it in the numbers again. Yeah. It's a shred. what view would you use from the cockpit? Would it be behind chase one?
I personally use always the bonnet. And what do you use?
Chase, which is chases behind it.
Do you use that camera?
I don't. I use cockpit, and if I would like to choose anything, it'd be bonnet. I always use cockpit.
Yeah, in cockpit I just think I have limited view and I don't really know exactly what's going on around me sometimes. You can't really look left or right and you have a massive dead spot. This way you can't look. By the way, Racy is catching up right behind Thunderhead again, being one lap down on Thunderhead. It really shows the pace of Racy, and it also really shows that Thunderhead is struggling. This is going for 5th and 6th position. You might almost forget it.
Problem is, Racy's got top got to pit. He's only got 15 litres of fuel. Thunderhead's on 66 litres, so I think the position's Thunderhead's. Unless Thunderhead messes up and crashes. That was an instance.
I do think Thunderhead actually pitted and Racy didn't. That's why he caught so much up and Racy on the inside. But he will not retain the position for all too long because he will also need to pit for fuel. But it does look like Thunderhead has had the really bad exit there and not able to catch up again. But he's got a really good slipstream now. Will he go to the inside? Racy defending, going in the middle of the track. Thunderhead braking too late and going off the runoff area. And now he's got to give the position back to Racy. He does so. Being a bit too eager. Dirty track there. And he misses braking point. So we've seen a bit of action again in this race. Good to see. There's a bit more than half an hour remaining in this race. We might still see a bit of battle.
Lonnie's definitely pitted twice. He's too far behind me.
He's pitted twice. Yeah, he was. Also, after his first pit stop, he was 15 seconds behind, or around the same gap he was. But then he pitted again. He has refueled for more. So is it an interesting strategy call? How much leaders does Sig have? 77.
That should be enough to make the end, shouldn't it?
Yeah, now, what I think there was a problem. Lonnie has pitted. He pitted for 71 liters. And now he's pitted for a lot more. I think he started with 90. Now he's got 81 remaining of that fuel.
He must have put too little fuel in there. Maybe you could call between the menus. Yeah, you have to bring up the toggle, don't you? And while you're driving, you have to go through the options.
No, you don't have to. You can also just make a lot of different pit strategies and just choose it during the race instead of just manually editing the fuel.
The thing about Monza is you get extra time as well, but because of the straights, the long straights, you get extra time to do it. So I don't understand the problem for Lonnie there. Maybe it's just an oversight. Siphonite as well.
Yeah, 5 seconds behind him only. Siphonite also having a dreadful time with the pit stops. Also pitting twice, I'm quite sure. I do not really remember.
Yeah, Siphonite pitted twice. Gonna have to go in soon, Reggie. Put one more lap and that's it. That's the first one. So I think we can say he's 6th with Johnny. Oh no, I think Johnny will take him. Not sure whether Johnny can last till the end though. Do you think he can last till the end or quarter leaders? Not sure.
I'm not quite sure he can make the end. He's got 7 seconds behind Thunderhead, so the field is closing up again. Good to see. Marcus behind Johnny, lapping him for the what? Well, a lot of times. Oh, he's gone off. He's gonna watch out for oversteer here, so he does not block Marcus. Marcus getting behind Johnny. Should be no problem. Johnny has to let him go here. This is the earliest possibility he can go for. He is blocking the racing line. Marcus has to overtake him quite aggressively, and he's made contact. Can we go to the other camera, please? He's made contact with the race leader. Johnny is not getting out of the way of Marcus there. He was blocking the racing line. Marcus had to go to the inside, and it didn't look like there was contact on Marcus' right side of the car.
Shouldn't be doing that with an LMP3 either, should he?
No, he sees the race leader. He's 1 minute in front. It doesn't really cost him that much, but still, he just has to get out of the way there.
Rosie in there. Always got a little lap in.
6.1. He really has to pit after his lap. He will not make 2 laps with this.
Managed a 10-second gap on Thunderhead. Not nearly 10 seconds too good. Half an hour to go.
Half an hour to go in the race. 2/3 of the race has passed away. So, what have we seen so far? Incidents? Yes, plenty of them. Disconnections? Also, too much of them. Retirements? Well, those two combined? Yeah, that's just... we've seen the half field gone. After a long time, so it's...
Well, by say 55 an hour to go, the field was down to 7 running.
Down to 7 runners indeed, and there are 2 cars close to each other. Behind Racing, it's Thunderhead and Johnny.
Is it?
So Johnny is catching up to Thunderhead again. How are they doing fuel-wise? Johnny's having 34. How much does Thunderhead have? 55, so he has the upper hand. Now Johnny in the slipstream of Thunderhead.
Racing's in.
Yeah, racing to the pits. Like I said, only able to do 1 lap. Thunderhead going defensive. Johnny not going past yet, and Thunderhead lost the back end. Thunderhead lost the back end, and Johnny got through.
He's out now with... Must be damage, must be healing damage. Must be fixing damage.
Yeah, they're now fixing the damage. Maybe even more damage for Racy Real. And now he's again... well, the time's not correctly. Let's say half a minute behind Thunderhead again. Is he? Does look like it. 2 minutes? it's the timings are not really being really accurate.
Johnny's pulled away from the bed.
Oh, what is he doing? Nearly to the wall. Johnny, mixed feelings about him actually. In my opinion, he has the pace, he has the, he knows how to drive the car, but his racecraft and being able to adhere to blue flags, he really has to learn that a bit more. And I've seen some really interesting action from him, haven't you?
Yeah, Johnny's a bit. It's a thing with the academy drivers, though. They're new and they need to learn the rules properly. Some of them are young, aren't they? And they just need to learn the rules inside out. They have trouble learning every rule. The academy make sure that the standards enough. You know, when you get situations like Johnny did with Marco getting in the way and he's in the lead, it's disappointing.
Ooh, Marcus pushing. Yeah, like we saw before, he was on the racing line where Marcus was supposed to go. Marcus had to go to the inside, take risk to get past Johnny. And now also Marcus just wants his race to end. You can just see that he thinks it's quite enough. I do not think he will have any challenge anymore from anyone. He is of course the only LMP car remaining, but he will be really happy he stayed out of all trouble.
Needs to keep off the gas. It's the gas, he'll find trouble.
Are there any other cars close to each other? Let's take a look at the gap. What is the gap between Lonnie and Sig?
I mean, Sig is...
It's 53 seconds. Unbelievable.
Johnny's capped up to save and he's 20 seconds behind, 18 seconds behind. And Sagan has 6 litres, so he can make the end of the race. Johnny on 29, it's a bit closer now to the end of the race.
Suzuki also saying this could have been an interesting race. I do agree on that. It was a really tight title, just a battle for the lead. Only 10 seconds separating you and Marcus, so we could have seen a really good battle for the lead. And of course, if Kiryu didn't have that massive shunt at the beginning, near the beginning of the race, it could have been a really interesting race. But unfortunately, it wasn't supposed to be.
6 penalties. 12-second over Johnny.
It was 12 seconds. He had 6 seconds before. Now he got another 6 above that. What would be the reason? I thought maybe speeding in the pit lane, but normally that's 10 seconds.
The lap times are a lot different, aren't they?
Yeah, can you remove the standings again?
Sorry.
Nope.
What did you say?
Can you remove the standings?
Okay.
Thank you.
You're just saying that the lap times are very different. Seconds apart. I think everyone's had trouble today though, haven't they?
What did you say?
To connect. I think everyone's had trouble today. Connections.
Yeah, everyone had a bit of trouble today. That's true. I see Thunderhead. Thunderhead is behind someone. He just got lapped by someone. By Lonnie. All went well. Oh, what's happened there?
Marcos is at Marcos. Marcos spun off and he hit him.
Marcos spun off. What has happened to Marcos?
Yes,
Can we go to Marcos quick?
He hit the gas on the exit of the corner and spun and siphoned out of them.
I was on the chat typing someone on the YouTube chat channel, but I quite missed what happened there. So Marcus spun and he's got hit by Cyphernite. Now this is really interesting because how much fuel does Sig have?
Sig has 54
liters, so he will make it to the end of the race. Also, Marcus was set to make it to the end of the race, but now, if Marcus has to pit now, we might see Sig taking the lead. This is unbelievable.
Right. He's fighting it. He has to pit. He's fighting the car. It's going to
He has to pit here. How?
Going to the left.
That's astonishing. Marcus losing the like I was saying. He wants the race to end now because concentration is dropping, and we might see a new leader after this. This is amazing. I've rarely seen such a. Oh, Marcus is making another mistake. It's gone from bad to worse. We were just about to say everyone has had bad luck in this race except for Marcus. It is now all turned around. Marcus in the pits. I think Sig will take the position off of him. Yes, he will. Sig will be in the lead in a moment.
GT leader. But Monza throwing him up as usual, talk up as usual.
Yeah, Tsuki saying Marcus can get P1 back. Yes, but he has to push for it. He has the faster car than Sig. Of course, Sig is in a GTE car. But Sig, he will now see the gap dropping and he will be like, what is happening now? Now, if Marcos had to pit either way for new fuel, he's had a lot of good luck. But if he didn't, that's gonna be Sig is a new leader. So we both talked too early. We said it was a surefire win for Marcus, but it's all turned around now into Sig's favor, and we might see Sig contesting for the win in a GTE car. And now Marcus comes out. What is the gap? What is the gap between Sig and Marcus?
Says something on 48 here.
Yeah, and also Tsuki saying if she was still here, she would be leading the race at this stage. If nothing went wrong for her. So the gap is 17 seconds. Now Marcus will stand on the throttle. He wants to get the position off of Sig again, really quickly.
Put too much fuel in as well, he'll be slowed down a bit.
Yeah, that's the problem. You can't really edit it when you go into the pits anymore in this game, unfortunately. So you just have to have a set amount of fuel, and it's bad. You have to make multiple. You have to make multiple things. Or I have, for example, I personally have. One moment, I was looking at the chat. Heel Race 5 is saying, what have I missed? A lot. You have missed absolute corners. There was a massive shunt near the start of the race. A few laps later into the race, Firmino flipping upside down, hitting the concrete tunnel where Johnny is about to drive under. He hit that and flipping over upside down with two RUR cars, with the two green cars of Dan and Racy having massive damage. Dan has retired from the race as has Firmino. Racy has managed to keep going. It was a really chaotic start. Also a lot of disconnections. Tsuki has disconnected from second place. Dennis has disconnected. He's actually left the race after a lot of issues. And now we've seen Marcus losing the.
Red's disconnected as well.
Yeah, Red as well. I almost forgot. Red has also disconnected from the race. So it's gone from bad to worse for everyone here. And we were talking about everyone has had bad luck in this race except for Marcus. But now it's like everyone has had the bad luck except for Sig. Sig has made a few spins, but he's in the lead now, 15 seconds.
If he just maintains his pace, I think he's winning. But I've come to his case. Shouldn't have said that. Said that about Marcos. Sorry, Sig, it always happens.
Yeah, and all that Sig has to do now is just put in all the good laps, and that's the same thing Marcus needs to do. I would expect Marcus, this is a really big wake-up call for him. He was falling asleep behind the wheel almost. I don't blame him. It's a really tough race, but he's only got 18 minutes to make up for 15 seconds again. And we know how quick Sig is. Also, Demon20 Twitch in the chat, 40-second pit stop. Yeah, that's quite normal for a pit stop with damage. Damage takes a really long time to fix. So if you have a lot of damage, you can expect to have 40 seconds, sometimes even a 1 minute pit stop if you have massive damage. And plus with the fuel, at least there's something Marcus needn't worry about. That's the fuel, because he has about 70 liters remaining. So that's easy to make the race with that.
Safe Knight's being caught by Johnny slowly.
Oh, Johnny in the pits.
Shut up. That's Thunderhead from Thunderhead taking.
So, he's got 18. Well, he had 18 seconds to Thunderhead. Yeah, duct tape takes 5 seconds, lol. But putting duct tape on a piece of suspension wouldn't normally help. I do not think a car with holding back together with duct tape, I don't think that's really working, even on the game. Yeah, and Tsuki also has a 4 minutes pit stop at Le Mans. 4 minutes, that's what damage can do. What did you want to say?
Oh no, Johnny is just, what is he? You should see he's about 10 bit seconds behind Thunderhead. I'm just wondering if he's got time to catch him. That's all.
I do think he can catch Thunderhead again. He has a good pace, Johnny, but his only thing that's holding him back a bit is his racecraft.
Johnny is easy behind him, and he's got Sig in front. Yeah, he's got Sig behind him. So we'll see if he's there to listen.
Yeah, and I do hope he will let Sig past cleanly. He's made it really hard for Marcus before, so I wonder. So Gavra Racing is your leader at this moment. Marcus, I must say, he's only got 15 minutes left. Can we go and work with Marcus for a quick moment? Let's see how hard he is pushing.
I don't think he's going to do it. He has to win a second every minute. I don't think he's going to earn it on Sig.
He has to win a second at least every lap. So normally you would say you can do that in an LMP car. You can do that, but the person who is in that GTE car is Gavra Racing, and we all know how fast Gavra Racing is, even in a GTE car. So consistent, so quick, and so good in strategy. He's unbeatable almost, and he's such a good driver, and this just proves it again.
I think Sig's won this myself.
I do have the feeling he will keep it, and this will mean Gavra Racing will take a win in a GTE car, and that's something you don't see that often. Now, Racy, Sig wants to get past Racy quickly, because Sig, do not get mistaken, he is pushing like hell, because normally a GTE car is way slower than an LMP car, but like I said earlier, on this track, it's the difference is not that big, because it's got such long straight line speeds, such long straight lines, and in a GTE car, you don't lose that much to LMP car.
And Razy lets him past.
Yeah, Razy letting him pass like a true gentleman. That's what we'd like to see. Ooh. You saw Sig thinking about it. Sig was doubting if he should turn in. But he gets past cleanly.
Johnny's going to lift us in bed.
This also means for Sig that the team stars on strikes will extend their lead in the championship even more. They already have almost 100 lead from the second team. Let's see, I kind of forgot what the second team was again. My apologies for that. Let's see, RUR Art. Yes, they've not had a good day today. Both involved in a massive accident with Firmwheel. So Johnny, yeah. Oh, Van der Heide has lost it, and Johnny goes through. Van der Heide has made a mistake. He's gotta watch out. Oh, Sig is taking avoiding action. That was really close, because Sig, he just came to there. Did he cut the corner there? If so, he needs to slow down, otherwise it will cost him a penalty. What has happened there? Van der Heide spun, tried to rejoin, but he wasn't looking where the other cars were. We were in the cockpit cam, so we couldn't really see a lot, unfortunately.
Van der Heide spun in the second chicane, and Razy and Sig took him. It's just a bit close to the early contact. Nearly ruined Sig's race. I'm sure he'd be happy about that.
Yeah.
It's like mad for us.
Oh, Marcus, you can see Marcus in the distance, giving it everything he has. Now, 11 minutes. 11 minutes remaining. Yeah, 11 minutes remaining. We did not hit the 60 lap mark. I think we will see about 48, 49 laps. Maybe a bit more, maybe a bit less. But Marcus, 10 seconds behind Sig Rezonico. It will be close coming to the line. It might be close, I'm not quite sure. Sometimes it just looks like he's losing a bit of time, sometimes it just looks like he's winning a bit of time. So every little small mistake from Sig is gonna punish him.
Pressure's on Sig now. He's gotta knuckle down and concentrate.
Oh, Sig made a mistake. Just about when you said that. He needs to concentrate, otherwise that will happen, and that's gonna cost him. You can see just a second. That's gonna cost him a second. Everyone saying we will have 52 laps if it stays consistent like it is. Well, I'm going for, let's say 49. I think it will be 49, but I'm not quite sure.
There's Marcos coming up to someone who's coming up to there, I think. See if something like that gets them dead. Then I think, let's see if Tandar lets him through safely.
I do think so. He needs to here. Marcos doesn't want to get hauled up, but the gap is shrinking. Is it not?
Yeah, there's 6 seconds, maybe 6 seconds so far. minutes. 6 minutes, isn't it? 6 seconds and 6 minutes, so he's making it the 1 second there. 1 second there, so then we count to it.
But honestly, I think Marcus, yeah, the problem is, I'm not quite sure if he's catching. He is pushing a lot. Oh, a bit of a bad exit there. That's gonna cost him a bit of time. We made a little bit of a mistake there, but he can't get away with that. You can just see they're both on the limits, but Sig is just such a consistent driver and such a smart and such a good driver. It's impossible to beat him almost, even in an LMP car. And when he's in the lead, he will not give it away that easily.
I think it's the track as well. I think Marco's is the speed Marco's first win if he beats Sig, because I think he damn his luck about what track it is. Really.
Not quite sure if Marcus already had a win, maybe in Academy or not quite sure actually. Demon in the chat saying that Sig likes to grapple. Well, he doesn't, but sometimes he just tries to explore every nook and cranny of the track just to get the best laps in. And that's what Sig is doing right now. He's exploring new parts of the racetrack.
Well, if he's not careful, he'll take the scenic route.
Yeah. See if we can go back to Marcus after Sig has passed Johnny, because Johnny is not the easiest to lap. But for Sig he is. He's letting Sig through like a gentleman as well. Oh, Marcus made a mistake. It's going to be crucial. I think Sig has got this. If nothing weird happens. Sig might be in a good position.
Can't get complacent.
I'm gonna see.
He's going, like you say, he's using everything, I mean. Absolutely everything.
Yeah, Marcus had 2 wins before, 5 podiums and 1 pole position. So this is his 2nd pole position in his career. But he had this race. 5.5 minutes remaining or so, and it looks like Marcus with 9 seconds to gap is not going to be able to catch Sig anymore. So we've seen everything in this race. We've seen everything. Just a lot of crashes, a lot of disconnects, a massive shunt with steering wheel, and it's just astonishing. It's just a really interesting race. Even though we haven't seen a lot of battles, it's still a fascinating race to watch.
And Crazy reached Johnny in time.
Well, Demon saying tire wear effect, I'm not quite sure. I don't know if Marcus went for new tires into his pit stop. If so, he might have a bit better tires than Sig. But I'm not quite sure. It does not look like he can translate that into his new tires.
I think after that crash that when his steering wheel went down, Crazy's done very well to catch Johnny. He's only 4 seconds behind now.
And this is for 5th position and 4th position in the GTE class. Yeah, Marcus is dropping back again. I have been told I have to be quiet, so I will not be all too enthusiastic right now. But do note, I'm still here and I'm still really hyped to see Sig winning. If everything goes well. Oh, There's almost confirmation there. There's almost confirmation. Marcus is giving it his all, and it looks like Sig has it in the bag. So I think we're gonna cross the 49 lap mark. We might see. I don't think we will see 52, but we might see 51 or 50. Here, race driver saying this race is on fire. Well, it really was. And it still actually is, because Racy is now right at the back of Johnny again. And Racy gone a bit wide there. So let's see. Johnny's car looks a bit more stable. And indeed, Racy's windshield is cracked after his massive shunt he had with Fury and his teammate.
Similar fuel as well, running a litre in it, so no one got the bike early.
Yeah. So 17, yeah, they are gonna make it on fuel. You see Marcus in the background. I do not think he will be able to catch up to Sig anymore. I think this battle is over, and Racy has spun it. That's gonna cost him a lot, and that's gonna cost him 5th position, possibly.
Yes, Racy's. I think Tyler's been a problem.
Yeah, like was said earlier in the chat, tire wear, maybe Racy or just overcooking it, or just the tires are gone.
They're losing gear car on the fast corners. Some people the tire wear must be coming parabolic here. Keep losing it, and power on also. The tire wear is starting to take effect. Run out of grip at speed.
Well, if we can go to Sig, we might see what his true pace is compared to Marcos. You can just see Marcos' lap time was better than Sig's by 3/10. That is not enough. Can we go to Sig's camera? Now all he needs to do is cross the line and start his final lap.
No penalties, so except for Johnny. Oh, Racy is ready within 12 seconds. He's not now.
I'm not quite sure. I don't think so. Yeah, Racy didn't even have to get past him. He just if he didn't make the mistake. If you can go back to Racy quickly. Oh, the gap is 13 seconds, so Racy still has a chance to catch Johnny. If he can catch him 1 more second.
If he gets to this lap, he can do it. Gotta cross the finish line now. 195.
So he needs to find 2 seconds to get past Lonnie, because Lonnie has a 12-second penalty.
12 seconds. Ooh, it's close with Racy. Sig is coming up to Lesmo.
Yeah, you can see Marcos is catching up a bit again in the final. Marcos is lapping quicker than Sig, 1.5 seconds quicker actually that lap. But it's coming too late for him. He cannot catch him on his own strength anymore.
Ooh, the gap's just fallen to 12.2 seconds.
It'll be interesting to see when we come to the line. If we can go to Sig quickly. He's coming to this penultimate corner of this race. This is the first time I've ever said this, and it might be the last this season, but a GTE car is gonna win a race in the Club Series 10 seconds in front of the only remaining LMP3 car. So Sig comes to the line and wins his race in the GTE car. Unbelievable. And we've seen everything in this race. Marcos comes second in the LMP. Unbelievable race. Really astonishing.
Well, we knew that was possible with the GTE around here, didn't we? So,
it was possible, of course, but it's really interesting to see. Let's see. Let's go to Johnny and Racy.
7 seconds. Oh, looks like Racy's managed it.
Did he get it? I don't think he got it.
Scratched the line.
I don't think
No,
he just got it.
It's just in there.
So also from that comes to the line.
I think Racy didn't make it.
I do not think so, no. I think Johnny just about made that stick. Let's go back to Lonnie. 2nd and 5th for the HLB Racing team. Really quite happy with that, but a win was certainly on the cards for them. Like was said earlier, 52 laps, that was all correct. Cypher also comes to the line in 4th position out of 7 remaining drivers. Now, the official standings. Sig Rezanico wins in a GTE car for the first time and maybe even the last time, but we never know what happens in the next couple of races in this season. Now, Marcos in 2nd in the only remaining LMP car, Lonnie in 3rd, Cypher in 4th, Johnny in 5th position, Racy in 6th and Van Aert in 7th. Racy not able to stay within 12 seconds of Johnny. What was your take on this race?
Well, it was very exciting. Lots of position changes, especially with the LMP3s, because the crashes and the disconnects. It was very fun. I think the GT win was not predicted, but we knew it was possible, and I think Sig deserves all the credit for a fantastic drive. And Marcos Marcos messed up one time, and Sig took advantage.
And of course, Sig Rezanico wins on home soil. Italian driver. Some countries are a bit weird because Marcos is not Japanese, he is Dutch. Lonnie is not Danish, he's also Dutch. Cypher is... I'm not quite sure from what country Cypher is.
Is it Swedish?
It is saying Swedish, but he's not, I think.
Oh.
It's also saying Marcos is Japanese, but he's not.
Oh.
But Sig is Italian, so all credit goes to Sig Rezanico and also Marcos for trying to get back. The gap was 10 seconds at the end. It was a really interesting race. I quite enjoyed it. I hope you guys have as well. We will see you next week for the next race. Monday is GT4, Thursday is GT3, and on Friday we will have the Club Series again. Let's see what the next track is actually. Now I'm quite curious.
I think it's Algarve.
Oh yeah, it's Algarve.
Algarve,
so we will see you next
track, Algarve.
Yeah, Algarve. The second time we have gone to Algarve in the Gavra Racing series. So I've been Vector66, Phoenix has been Phoenix. Great directing from you and commentary. We will see you guys next week on Monday for GT4. See you around.